In every culture, across every age, humanity has dreamed of rebirth. From the ashes of destruction, we have always hoped to rise again. And no symbol captures this desire better than the phoenix, a bird of fire and eternity, whose death is never the end, but only the beginning of a new life. Tonight, on Nico Dark Archives, we journey through the forgotten history of the phoenix, from its earliest myths in ancient Egypt to its transformation into a symbol of immortality and hope that still burns in our modern world. Long before the word phoenix ever existed, there was another bird, the Bennu. In the heart of ancient Egypt, the Bennu was known as the soul of the sun god Ra, the sacred heron who rose from the waters of creation. The Bennu appeared at the dawn of time, flying over the primordial ocean called Nun. From its cry, life itself was said to have begun. Egyptian priests believed the Bennu built its nest atop the sacred obelisk in Heliopolis, the city of the sun. Every 500 years, it would set itself aflame, burn to ashes, and from those ashes, a new Bennu would arise, glowing with divine fire. The Greeks, centuries later, would hear these stories and give the bird a new name: Phoenix. In ancient Greece, the phoenix became the bird of prophecy and purity. According to the historian Herodotus, it was a magnificent creature, radiant with red and gold feathers, its wings shining like the rising sun. The Greeks believed the phoenix lived in Arabia, feeding on frankincense and myrrh. When its time came, it would build a nest of spices, ignite it with the fire of the sun, and allow itself to be consumed in the blaze. From the ashes, a single egg would remain, and from that egg, a new phoenix would be born. The Romans later adopted this myth as a symbol of empire, of Rome's eternal power, reborn from the ruins of its enemies. Roman emperors stamped the phoenix on their coins, believing their rule, like the bird itself, would never truly die. But the story of the phoenix was not limited to the West. Across the seas, in ancient China, there was another bird of fire, the fenghuang. Unlike the fiery death of the Greek phoenix, the fenghuang represented balance, virtue, and cosmic harmony. It was neither male nor female, but a perfect union of both, yin and yang in a single being. Wherever it appeared, peace and prosperity would follow. It descended only upon lands ruled by wise and just leaders. In Japan, a similar creature was known as the Ho-Oh, symbolizing rebirth and new eras in the imperial court. And in Persia, the Simurgh, a great bird of wisdom, was said to purify the land and heal those it touched. Though each culture told the story differently, the heart of the myth was the same: the firebird that dies and lives again, the eternal renewal of life itself. During the Middle Ages, the phoenix was reborn once again, this time in the minds of Christian scholars. To them, the phoenix was a symbol of Christ's resurrection. Its death by fire mirrored the crucifixion, and its rebirth from ashes symbolized eternal life after death. Medieval bestiaries described it as a bird living in paradise, feeding on the dew of heaven. When it grew old, it would sing one final haunting melody, a song so beautiful that even the angels paused to listen. Then, as the melody ended, the phoenix would burst into flames, only to rise again, pure and radiant, 3 days later. From temple to cathedral, from pagan myth to Christian faith, the phoenix had evolved, yet its meaning remained eternal. In the Renaissance, the phoenix became the emblem of alchemy, the sacred science of transformation. Alchemists saw in the phoenix the secret of transmutation, how base matter could be purified by fire and reborn as something noble, like gold. They believed the fire that consumed the phoenix was not destruction, but refinement. It represented the burning away of impurity, both in metal and in the human soul. The phoenix appeared in secret manuscripts, on royal crests, and in the art of the Hermetic order. It became a metaphor for enlightenment, for the soul's journey through suffering and rebirth. To rise from one's own ashes, that was the alchemist's dream. Even in modern times, the phoenix continues to rise, in art, literature, and film. From the ashes of World War II, Japan called itself the Land of the Phoenix, reborn from devastation into a nation of innovation. In modern psychology, the phoenix represents resilience, the human ability to heal, rebuild, and start again. In literature and pop culture, from Harry Potter to Marvel Comics, the phoenix burns brighter than ever. It is the fire that refuses to die, the soul that endures through darkness. Because deep within us all is a spark that refuses to go out, a flame that whispers, "Rise again." The phoenix has traveled through millennia, changing its feathers, but never its fire. From the temples of Egypt to the cathedrals of Europe, from the scrolls of China to the myths of today, its story remains the same: to die, to burn, and to rise again. The phoenix is not just a bird of myth. It is a mirror, reflecting our own struggle, our own endless desire to overcome loss, failure, and time itself. Because perhaps the phoenix is not out there, soaring across the heavens. Perhaps the phoenix lives within us all, in every dream reborn from failure, in every heart that chooses to rise again after being turned to ashes. Thank you for joining us on Nico Dark Archives, where we explore stories that never die. Don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the forgotten corners of history.